out of your comfort zone. It's so beautiful out there. Be ready to be uncomfortable, and beautiful things will come.
So today, I have I would say the privilege to interview this incredible lady that I had a chance to meet in my experience of co-living. It was my first experience in Spain, in San and Co, co-living, to meet people from all over the world with experience, but with a new way of thinking. These people could bring us the peace. And I met Sham, and Sham is going today to talk to us about a new way of traveling. So it's going to be very interesting. So Sham, thank you to have accepted my invitation.
Thank you.
Thanks
for having me.
Yeah, it's exciting. So if I was asking Sham to introduce herself, who is Sham?
Who is Sham? Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Okay, Sham is an adventurous go-getter, I would say. But a little bit of Sham's story. She was born in Kenya, on the coast, in a town called Mombasa. Have you been to Kenya?
Never.
Never. Okay, you need to come.
Maybe I'll go.
Now you need to.
Now I know it.
In a small town called Mombasa. And then I moved to the UK when I was 7. So very young, my family decided to move to the UK because of education, opportunities, a lot of different things. So moved to the UK and had a lot of my life in the UK growing up. And my parents moved back to Kenya eventually. And then I studied computing and business, information systems management, and went into the whole fintech world and banking. Very corporate.
When it's fintech, could you explain? Because I'm sure in your world, people know fintech. And some of people listening to the interview, maybe they all don't. So what would you say is fintech?
Fintech is financial technology, which means that technology within, I was working in a bank, but any financial institution.
Okay.
So that could be working on their systems, on their app, on any technology that's within the corporation. So I worked in that for a few years, and it just wasn't making me excited. Like, I wasn't excited to wake up, I wasn't excited to go to work. And I was like, I'm too young to be caught up in this life.
How old were you then?
Something needs to change. 25. 24, 25.
Yeah.
Something needs to change. So I went to visit my parents in Kenya one Christmas, and I discovered that there wasn't a true, authentic way to travel and really experience local Kenyan culture. So then my mind started racing, and I was like, maybe there's something here.
That was a wake-up call.
That was a wake-up call.
Definitely.
Because when I travel, I usually try to stay with local people, really understand the culture, and that's what I love about travel.
Me too. That's the best way. Yeah.
Exactly. So Kenya has such a significant place in my heart. And I just wanted more people to see Kenya authentically because there's so much warmth and love there. So my mind started racing, and I started thinking of, okay, how can this work? And here we are today, 3.5 years later. Travel for Purpose is the name of the company.
Travel for Purpose.
Yes, the number 4.
We'll write it on on my YouTube. So it's Travel for Purpose, number 4. You say?
The number 4 in the middle. So Travel for.
Travel for. Okay.
Purpose. Exactly.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Yeah. And we specialize and focus on positive impact travel within Kenya. So positive impact means having a social and environmental impact, which means that we make sure that the communities that are surrounding the areas that people are traveling in are positively impacted by the tourists, but also we're not having a negative impact on the environment.
Okay. Oh, that's great.
That's a little.
So when you started that, you were on your own?
Yes.
So how did you start that exactly, practically?
So, practically, I didn't even know what it looked like. I went to Kenya and I was like, I don't know how this is going to play out. I don't know what's happening. It was a pandemic. Travel was dead.
Oh, yes.
No one was traveling. I didn't know when travel would come back. It was a huge risk. But how I started is I went to Kenya, and I had a great friend who we traveled a lot of Kenya together, and we came across some amazing, amazing people. And with those people, we started to create trips with them. So for example, I'd go to a village and I'd come across a fisherman who was lovely, amazing, knew the area really well. And then we would say, okay, how can we create an experience from this? So he knows the lake really well, for example, or the river or the ocean, whatever it may be. And maybe within his fishing boat, he could take travelers and experience the area. He also knows the weather patterns, the plants, the nature, everything. So you curate a trip from there. So for example, we have a bird watching trip in the Meadow Creek, which is a creek.
It's a bird watching. Okay.
Exactly, from the Meadow Creek, and this he's never studied birds in an institution, like in an educational format, but he's super interested. So he's incredible. He knows so much information on birds. And he's also a local to the area, which means that the money is directly going to the local community.
Wow.
The boat has no engine, so there's no impact on the environment. And we're creating an income for someone that wouldn't have it otherwise. So we have many different trips like that along Kenya, mostly focused on the Kenyan coast. And yeah.
So tell me a little bit about Kenya, because I don't know Kenya. So what's the main, I would say, before the classic touristic trip? Because I know a lot of people going to Kenya. So what is it like, the classic touristic trip to Kenya?
Sure.
What do you go to see?
Okay, number one, safari, wildlife.
Yes, that's what I learned.
Everyone comes to Kenya and they want to go on safari. It's the first thing they want to do, which is amazing because the wildlife is phenomenal. So Kenya, wildlife. And then beyond that, that's when they get to decide if they want to be more adventurous and do more like activities, sports, water sports or adrenaline.
You have a lot of water around?
Lots, yeah.
Okay.
Around the coast.
Okay.
They can do more locally immersive experiences, so go stay at a local village, experience the local people, the cooking, the food, the mangroves, just the area, just really be there in there.
The mangrove is beautiful. You have like a lot of fruits. Yeah?
Tropical fruits.
Oh yes, yes.
Nature everywhere. Very nice.
So it's very ecological already, because do you have a huge city in Kenya?
Yeah, we have Nairobi, which is the huge city. Lots of buildings,
modern and
quite modern. That's like the core of Kenya. That's where everyone knows about Kenya.
Yeah.
But then there's so much beauty surrounding that.
Okay, so your main for now.
Yes.
Your agency works mainly on Kenya. So I understood you know a lot of locals that you have met, and you go there, so they know exactly, they take the people, and then the money can help the local people. That's fantastic. And do you have planned to maybe offer other countries eventually in the future?
I get asked this so much.
Yes!
So much.
Yes!
Especially after travelers travel, they're like, okay, we love this way of traveling. If it's meaningful, we know we're having an impact, where can we go next with you? And I'm like, But I have made a lot of connections and friends around the world who do similar things, but in different countries. I don't think I would go to do any other countries just yet. Kenya is, I have a huge love for it, and that's why I feel like I can serve it well, and I can create. But not just yet. I think Kenya still has a lot more to explore.
You still have to. And do you work with a lot of people, or on your own, or?
Just me for now. I have that friend, he helps a lot, and I've just got a freelancer on board.
Okay.
Yeah, so he helps with like the tech side and the website and stuff. But
that's nice. And what's beautiful is, that's why I met this beautiful lady in Senenko. She does the job that she loves. she helps her country, and she can travel all over the world. That's a life of digital nomad. It's
The freedom.
the freedom. Yeah, did you already have that in your heart very young?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, like me.
I love exploring. I love connecting with new people.
Human connection.
Danny Ross.
Danny Ross. Yeah.
I think there's so much to learn from other people.
Yeah.
There's so many perspectives to be gained to see life. Yesterday we were having a conversation about okay, so a little bit, but Danny is by quite a lot a little older than most people.
Much older than all the guys here. They all could be my kids.
But she gels in so well. And yesterday at dinner I asked her, I was like, Danny, how do you stay so youthful? And we had quite a lovely conversation around your little gems and your learnings throughout life. And these are the kind of perspectives that I love to gain and love to be like...
To meet people. And that's so exactly what I love it too, because me, I like to be surrounded first by young people. And my heart is still 15 years old.
Exactly.
And what I love about traveling, it's like it takes you out of your bubble. Because it's very easy when you stay in the same place, in the same people, the same, you're stuck in your bubble, okay? But the minute you get out of your comfort zone. Look here, we had people from all over the world.
Yeah.
And we learned so many things about tech, about trips, about management, business, gardening. I even went gardening yesterday. So yeah, I agree with you. That's why to me the traveling is fantastic. So I think you told us quite a lot. So we definitely going to
Kenya?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, come on.
Yes. Do they, by the way, do they have co-living in Kenya?
So apparently there's one that's just opened like very recently, a month ago.
Oh.
Yeah, I found this out through the other co-livers. So I'm definitely checking that out when I go back.
Yes, you should, because I think it's such a fantastic way to travel, you know?
I agree.
Because you share, costs you less money, and then you are with people of the places, you know, who can help you.
Exactly.
So yeah, I hope they have another. But you're not going to escape to my last question, because my guest, which is, if you had a message to leave to the people who are either watching us or listening to us, what would it be? Say it to them.
Hello. What would my message be? Okay, I think a few messages. Get out of your comfort zone. You just mentioned this. Get out of your comfort zone. It's so beautiful out there. Be ready to be uncomfortable and beautiful things will come. Number 2, travel with more impact. Be conscious about how you're traveling, because traveling is such a beautiful thing, but if we do it right, it can add so much more meaning and so much more joy. Number 3, stay joyful. Stay joyful.
Yeah.
Be happy.
Keep your inner child.
Exactly.
You know? Keep
exactly.
your
stay playful.
Yeah, stay playful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Be playful. And let's have a number 4, because I love number 4, travel for purpose.
Yeah.
Come to Kenya.
Come to
Kenya. There you go. Yeah, come to
fantastic.
Kenya. We would love to have you.
Yes. Okay, Sham, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
It was great to have you, to meet you, and for people now to share your story, because it's so inspiring.
Yes.
Bye.